So I'm loving Disney Dreamlight Valley so far. I've sunk in over 100 hours? I have no idea how I accomplished that. I don't leave my game on overnight or anything, but especially with this game still being in early access, there's plenty of room for improvement. Here's my list of 10 things we need in Dreamlight Valley. It sure rains a lot in this game, doesn't it? Well, I don't think it always has to be a surprise. We're gonna start off this list with an idea I haven't really seen anybody else suggest, which is a weather channel for both the TV and the computer. Generally, I would like to see more functionality for items, even if some are just simply playing little animations, like the arcade machine. I wish that had some little animation when you just like press the button near it, but yeah, I think with the TV and computers in particular, they could have some functionality that could do even more than just watching a little visual. I'm not sure how this weather system works behind the scenes, but it would be fantastic if we could actually watch the TV or go on the computer to find out when exactly it is going to start raining, or when it's going to be sunny again, or when that fog is going to roll in. I think that would be very helpful because I know a lot of people are really annoyed with the rain. A weather channel could also add more to the life sim aspect of Dreamlight Valley, because there's not really much going on there other than the energy meter being more important than it was in, say, Animal Crossing. The game is marketed as being a life sim alongside it being an adventure game, so I think they could go farther in the life sim aspect without copying The Sims too much. The weather channel doesn't have to be the only TV channel either. Maybe they could also add a cooking channel where there is a small chance you could learn a new recipe, or maybe even just learning one or two ingredients of it if you don't want it to be too easy. The next idea I want to suggest is being able to pet the companions, or just improve the companions in some way, because sure, they run around and look cute, but I wish there was more to them than just doing that. I know one person suggested in my comment section that maybe companions could help you find items, and adding on to that, maybe depending on the type of animal that you have with you, they could help you find certain items. So they'd still be different from foragers. They'd actually run around near you and just have a chance of digging up a certain type of item, like a sea turtle could help you dig up more seaweed or shells, or a sunbird could help you find more flowers. Maybe even raccoons could help you find more wood, especially considering how difficult hardwood is to find right now. How about the ability of saving pre-made outfits, so you can very easily on the fly switch between different outfits that make sense for different occasions? I do like how in The Sims there are the different categories like everyday, formal wear, cold weather wear, hot weather wear, etc. I don't think Dreamlight Valley needs to exactly copy the category types. It would be nice to at least just have about half a dozen different outfits that you can save. Then you can just rename each outfit to be whatever you want, like everyday or loungewear, or themed ones specifically like Frozen or Wreck-It Ralph or Treasure Planet if that ever comes to the game. And yeah, I think that would be really nice. Next feature I think we need, which I've seen a lot of people asking for, is seasonal events. At the time making this video, Halloween is around the corner, so I hope at least for the Star Pass they put in some Halloween content, but it would be great if there was something kind of like Animal Crossing. Maybe there could be some trick-or-treat event on the day of, but there could be some stuff leading up to Halloween as well. They don't need to all be based around existing holidays though. Perhaps they could still come up with some original things here and there that just encourage togetherness in the valley in different ways. One thing I find really silly right now is how we can't use certain storage sensible objects to put things in, especially the fridges. I wish we could put food items and fish inside of those instead of just storing them in treasure chests, because what sense does that make? I don't just store all my food in a treasure chest in real life. And these fridges need to have more than just 2 rows of storage space. Like, you could maybe have 3 or 4 to start out with, and like the treasure chest that comes with your house, as you upgrade the house, the amount of storage space goes up. For flowers, they could add those displays that I've seen in grocery stores before where they keep flowers cool. And while you don't need to store your clothing in this game, I think it would be a nice touch if they could make it so that when you go up to dresser drawers or mirrors, then you would actually go straight to your wardrobe selection if you press the interact button near them. I'd also like more slots for avatars, because right now we just have the one that we work with. For example, I just have the one avatar that looks sort of like me, but I guess not all that much. But I would love to also have a female character that's just completely original that I make with whatever I have available in the game right now. Sure, there is plenty of flexibility in the wardrobe options to do it whenever you want, but I think it would be, just like with the outfits, a lot easier if we just had a few pre-made slots that we could save to. I don't think we need a ton of slots for them, maybe just like 3 or 4. Another thing I feel that we need is the ability to choose our avatar poses at will through a button on the camera UI. I find it strange that it's not there already, because that was kind of there in the demo. But yeah, it would be great if we didn't just have to wait for our avatar to just do the right smile or pose that we would like. Gameloft did announce that alongside the Scar update that we're supposed to get in roughly 3 weeks, we'll also have an improved photo mode and new avatar poses, so hopefully this function will also be part of that. So we know we're getting more avatar poses, but what about emotes? I think emotes will be more of an important addition when we get multiplayer, but even before that, I think they could benefit the game and add to the immersion, helping you live your best Disney life. For example, one night I walked by Anna and Elsa just hanging out in front of Anna's house. When I passed Anna, she said this.
We are so lucky to have you here!
This made me feel really happy and appreciated, but since there's no emotes, I decided, okay, I'll just twirl my control stick around so my character spins to kind of give off the appearance of being excited. But I think it would have been great if I could have waved back or done a sort of like jumping in place, excited sort of animation, and then maybe Anna and Elsa could have giggled or something to react to that. It would make interaction with your favorite Disney characters feel a lot less hollow. With all these characters reacting so happily to your presence, why not be able to do the same for them instead of just standing around with a straight face? One way we could go about unlocking emotes is through building friendships with certain characters. Anna's already in the game, but using her as an example, at level 6, we could unlock the little excited animation she does at the end of Frozen when she gives Kristoff his new sled. A thing we need, I've seen a lot of people asking for, is the ability to change your villager roles. I do find that very bizarre, that when you choose initially what you want them to be, whether it's gardening, fishing, mining, etc., they're stuck there permanently. So we should be able to change that, though I feel that if we were able to change any villager to any role whenever we want, then it could potentially become too cheaty, especially early on in the game when you only have a few villagers and you don't have quite enough to get all the roles. In my opinion, limiting role changes to just 1 or 2 times per day would make sense to me. Now, to end off this list, I'm gonna go with something more ambitious, because I would like a faster way to get around. I'm not talking about the teleportation wells, because sure, that does come in handy, but I don't always want to do that. That's not as fun. So we do have the ability to run a little bit faster if we overmax our energy bar by eating cooked food, but I'd like something even faster. So, what if we got horses, or just some kind of like vehicles or mounts in general? It would be a good excuse to add Maximus from Tangled, and it would go pretty well with multiplayer since you could all ride around on horseback while you're showing off your village, and you could even have some more out there options like the solar hoverboards in Treasure Planet. There we go! There's 10 ideas that I feel we need in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Realistically, I'm not expecting all of these to be put in, but even if just a few of these were added, I think it would go a long way to make the game just more fun to play overall, especially in time for its free-to-play release that's supposed to happen sometime next year, which will expose the game to a potentially much bigger audience than it even has now. I really enjoyed making this video, so I hope you all enjoyed watching it, and if you did, feel free to share this around. I would love if this actually reached the developers so they could really take into account all this feedback too, not just, oh, I want to see this and that, because I'm really passionate about this game. I think there is so much potential to be had, and I'm already having so much fun playing this game. I mean, as you saw at the beginning of this video, somehow accrued over 100 hours. I'm still very confused how I got to that high a number, but nonetheless, really love making this video, and what's great too is I can make another one. I wrote down so many ideas even trying to come up with this one video that I decided, okay, I don't want this video to be too long, so I could easily potentially make another one with some ideas even more ambitious than the ones that I came up in this video. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What would you like to see added to Disney Dreamlight Valley? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!